That's why you have some American accent. Is that the reason why you receive a lot of hates in there? Welcome! I'm hosting my first ever podcast here, and I have a special guest who is gonna join me. Her name is Lisa. Please come in. Well,
Thank you for having me.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Finally.
Finally, nice to meet you too. So, guys, I'm Lisa, and I go by the name Lee Vlog on Instagram and YouTube.
You know, I've been very eager to talk about your life. I mean, how long have we known each other?
I think probably few years we have known each other.
Thanks for allowing me to interview you.
Yeah.
By the way, you're looking beautiful.
Thank you.
Having said that, what is your real name? Your full name?
My full name is Lisa Basmatari.
You're from?
I'm from Borderland, and I stay in Delhi. I'm in Delhi since 2012.
You're from Assam, right?
Yeah, Assam, Borderland. You call it Borderland, Assam, yeah. So I'm from there, and then I'm in Delhi since 2012. I came for my education, and I graduated from Khalsa College, English honors, and from there I started my modeling since बहुत time पहले start किया.
And how many siblings do you have?
I have two younger sisters. We are like three sisters.
Three sisters?
Yeah, I'm the oldest one. I have two younger sisters, Billy and Helen.
And no boys in the family?
No boys in the family, sadly.
Okay.
We can adopt some boys though.
I can be one of the representatives.
How though?
Well, interesting. Okay, you came here in Delhi to study, right? So how did you come into like modeling?
Oh, that's interesting because I was scouted. In 2012 they had Miss Clean and Clear Pretty Face contest by Hindustan Times. So I participated there and I got the first runner-up. That's how I got spotted by Radio Mirchi back then. So I was featured in Radio Mirchi. I was featured on Hindustan Times newspaper also. And then Tabka Bata, I had a blonde hair which is still on internet by the way, and I don't want to talk about that picture because I look very stupid, very dumb there. But however, yeah, that's how my journey started. I was scouted. And after this college khatam hone ke baad, I started my journey again with that. But I met a lot of like fraud people who took money from me, who took 6,000 from me. And the office is in GK2. I won't disclose the name of the photographer, but then he lied to me. He took money from me, but then he turned out to be a scam.
I see. So did that happen when you were in the college or after you are after the college?
So I used to travel all the way from North Delhi to GK2.
So how was your first experience when you came to Delhi?
My first experience, it was like staying far away from family. Of course, it's something that staying in a hostel. I don't know anybody there, so it was kind of hard for me to mingle around with. To mingle around with people, but then eventually I met new friends and everything. My deadline used to be 7 p.m. guys, so 7 p.m. I had to come back to my hostel. But after that, I think I started going out, meeting more new people for work and all. Then eventually, those log ban gaya. फिर उसके बाद ना.
Acha. So you came to Delhi after 12, right?
Yeah, after 12.
So before that, like where do you study in your hometown?
I studied in Kokrajhar, Don Bosco.
Oh, really?
Borderland, yeah, from there. And after that, I studied in Guwahati, Miles Bronson, MBRS, 11, 12. Yeah, and after this, I came for college.
Do you think that studying here is better for you, like graduation-wise, or you think at back home?
I think preferably if you're spending more money in coming to a city, to a reputed university like Delhi University, because for some reason, right, it has a very high reputation, and then when you graduate from Delhi University, people they tend to take you more seriously. I just feel that way.
Okay.
So I think it has to do a lot with the name and everything.
I see.
Passing out from Delhi University, from a very renowned college and everything.
That's true. And what subject did you take?
English honors.
Wow. That's why you have some American accent. What was your first job here in Delhi? Is that a modeling?
Modeling only? Yeah, modeling.
First job?
Yeah, first job.
I see.
Because I work, my first job was at the age of 18. So that was my photo shoot, and I got paid 2,000 that day for a one-day shoot.
You came to Delhi very early, right?
Yeah. My father, he sent me away from home very early only. I started staying at hostel from class 11 actually.
I see.
So I was age 15. So technically when I came Delhi, I was 17.
Okay.
Then after some months, I turned 18. So like that.
Where do you stay?
I stay
when you first came here?
I was in North Delhi, PG.
I see.
Shahini PG, Vishwavidyalaya.
Okay.
Yeah, there. Then I shifted plenty of houses because friends bane, then you want to stay in the rent. Then you want to sneak out of your college a little bit, you know, when you meet new friends and all. So it was kind of like that. So
I see.
kind of I want to say that thoda sa bahut, you know, the kind of crowd I had was not really good because they love going out and everything. And I started working at a very young age. So, you know, I kind of like got carried away with the external world of this thing, not knowing the fact that how empty and shallow it is.
So you have been doing modeling ever since till now?
Yeah.
So how many years altogether?
Actually, I did back and forth, off and on, or off and on. So, if you have time, I would like to say something about my journey also. I was medically diagnosed with depression, anxiety in 2022. 2023 for 2 years. So because of the traumas I have had, and I could never open up about my traumas, but then now I feel like I can speak about it without crying. It's because the kind of situation I have had, it was very worse. The kind of bullying in the industry coming from a Northeast India, you're coming to a mainland like Delhi, how they look down on you, and kahin na kahin, matlab, payment wise maybe they don't used to pay much, and then like I told you, I have been scammed by 60,000 also. So you know such kind of thing happened, but then it's been like on and off 6-7 years maybe. But then I just started back last year again because I was off because I had like social anxiety, so I couldn't go out in public places also.
Okay. So let's, for example, like if you were not to have pursued this model, what job would you have been like interested in?
Probably politics.
Politics?
Yeah.
Was that your childhood dream job?
Yeah, I love politics, like, because in fact, when I first came to Delhi, I got good marks in my class 12, so I was enrolled in Gargi College, and that was pol science honors. So I got in political science, but then my thing is that I didn't want to study in a women college. I wanted the quit thing, you know, because I wanted to experience that college life, you know, like where we see in TV. So that's why I waited for my second cutoff again, and that's how I got into Khalsa English honors.
Okay.
My first preference was pol science anyway.
You are interested in politics, right?
Yeah, very much, yeah.
Is that the reason why you receive a lot of hates in your
Maybe
YouTube?
because I do speak sometimes without thinking, without knowing the consequences.
Okay.
Because yeah, that's why I get a lot of hate probably. Abhi bhi bahut sara hate milega ye podcast ke baad, but then I'm ready for it. You guys come for me. It's okay. It's just I'm putting out my thoughts. You come for me, I come for you too.
Well, she's a very nice person. So yeah, like I said, jokes apart, you know, I see on your Instagram page, since we follow each other, and sometimes on YouTube, I see a lot of, you know, hate comments on your, you know, like comments on your page. So how do you handle?
How I handle?
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like my life shouldn't have been very public from the very start, because I did not know the amount of, matlab, to get that fame, how much you have to pay for it. How much you have to bear with the losses, how much you have to bear with listening from people whom you don't even know. It is very hurtful. Even now when I get hate comments, I just laugh at it. But I do really wish to meet them in person and teach them a lesson, but then I cannot. So I don't think about it, and I just move on.
Let me also ask, why do you think people misunderstand you the most? Like, why?
I'm also asking you. You tell me why. You tell me why they misunderstand me. I have no idea about it, guys. Probably, maybe I think the way I put out content sometimes they just tend to judge you, because and it's a free country, so you know everybody's allowed to judge because nobody owns social media. But in the fact that they can be less judgy, that's what I would request to the people. आप लोग से भी, and then just know the fact that कि whenever you judge somebody, that person can be going through a lot. So it's not easy to judge somebody just by looking at it, you know.
Yeah, that's who inspired you to be in this model career. Did I ask you? Not yet, right?
It's not that somebody put me in, just feel like, you know, pick me and put me there. But then I think since little I used to steal lipsticks and all from my aunt. Stealing lipsticks from them, and then I grew up watching like, you know, a lot of fashion shows and everything, because मतलब कहीं ना कहीं मेरे फ्रेंड्स हमेशा मुझे बोलते थे कि go and do modeling, it will suit you. So कहीं ना कहीं indirectly they have been manifesting it for me, and I started to manifest it myself because I really believe in manifestation and law of attraction. So I started it, and then I think it was just meant to happen. I didn't want to do it, but I was scouted. I was scouted by Hindustan Times. So it's a very big deal, guys. You guys know Hindustan Times is a very big thing. So being scouted from such a big company, so somehow I think it changed for me. Else, I think I would have preferred being an air hostess, probably.
It might have suited you.
Exactly, but I got rejected there because of having tattoos, right? So I cleared Qatar 2 times.
You went for interview for
Yeah,
air
I went for
hostess?
interview. Yeah. So I cleared among all the 3,000 people
Okay.
twice. But of having scar, of having some marks and acne, so they rejected.
You have scar?
Yeah, I do have scar on my
I
right
see.
leg because I met with an accident when I nearly died at the age of 4. So that trauma continued and it came up when I turned 27. So I didn't know.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought when you have a scar for air hostess, if you have a scar like on your face, those body which are visible, for to the people, I thought those are.
I mean, like
those are-
whatever parts are visible to them, like be it your wrist, be it your arm, be it your legs, any visible scars are not
I
appreciated.
see.
I'm talking about international airline guys, but
Okay,
I don't know about domestic because I never tried domestic. But then with the Qatar was that they want flawless.
I see.
They
I
want
see.
pretty flawless skin. Matlab, because it's a beauty industry again, I suppose, right? Because if you're an air hostess, you're representing a company, you need to look good. But not everybody's perfect, so rejection hota hai, so.
Okay. Well, on that note, since we're talking about like air hostess and traveling, if let me ask you, name the one place that you would love to settle permanently in the future.
Permanently.
Huh.
I think probably I would love to settle somewhere as of now. At this point, I really cared about mental peace, something very subtle. So I would love to settle in such kind of a place where no media, where I cannot be in contact with media. But then if I were to settle in such kind of place, I would love to cut off from media industry and vanish from this social media so-called thing and settle somewhere where I can do meditation and then connect to nature, more like somewhere mountain.
Mountain?
Or
Hilly place?
Yeah. Hilly place,
Like
yeah.
back northeast?
Probably not northeast, but different other country.
Switzerland?
Yeah, maybe. Somewhere nice.
Somewhere nice. Cool. All right, on that note, I want to ask you, name the one country that you would love to travel.
I think as of now, I really want to go to Korea.
Okay, why?
I think because of the food.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
Just
obsessed
because of
with
the
food.
food culture?
And then culture, and probably I want to I think their K dramas are really trending these days. So
Are you into K-drama?
Yeah, I am.
Really?
Yeah, currently I'm watching Bloodhounds or something.
I see. I have watched too.
Oh,
It was good. I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice. I love the way you
finished.
do like all those like kickboxing thing and like I love gangster. I love like bad boys actually. I always fall for bad boys, like kind of bad boys vibe.
Do you think that I give off like a very bad boy vibe?
Yeah, you do, yeah, a little bit.
Really?
Huh? Yeah, maybe if you get some more few cuts and some stitches and all that will
Not much, only a little bit.
little bit cut and stitch marks and all, guys. So comment below what you guys think about it.
That's crazy. How many, like in Northeast, you are from Assam, right? So how many states have you traveled around in Northeast? Only in Northeast.
Northeast mein, Sikkim I have gone there.
Okay.
Nagaland I have gone there. Arunachal I have gone there. That's it. I haven't been to Manipur and Mizoram.
Manipur and Mizoram, okay. I would love to go to Mizoram.
Mizos are quite advanced, be it music, be it...
Yeah.
I feel like they are very blessed, even in the fashion industry.
They are.
Yeah.
I think they are more like, they are very westernized
I think so,
compared
yeah.
to other, states. Yeah, so I like it and I'm very interested to visit.
I just feel they're just quite advanced in like with the parlor thing, with the hairstyling and everything, because you see a lot of Mizo parlors guys and then they're quite advanced, yeah, with the products and all.
Name one YouTuber or Instagrammer from Northeast that you would love to collab with.
Collab with?
Yeah.
Oh.
That you haven't made a collab yet.
Okay.
But you would love to in the future.
I think that way, guys, I have covered Nagaland already, so there's no point picking Nagaland. Yeah. I have, okay, I met that guy, but I haven't collaborated. I think that would be, for now, maybe Lensing, I guess.
Lensing.
Yeah, we met. Yeah, we are online friends. We met in Arunachal also, but we couldn't collab yet.
Oh, I think you met him in Zero Festival.
Yeah. I met him in Zero Festival, but then just that we couldn't shoot together.
Okay.
He seemed a very humble, down-to-earth guy.
Yeah, he's a very nice boy, Lensing.
Boy.
Are you an introvert or extrovert?
Actually, I'm a very introvert person, like in real life. It's just that social media there's no option, guys, so you have to be extrovert. But then let me correct this one thing to you guys. If you guys think that all the YouTubers are extrovert, that's because that's the mask we have on, and not everybody is extrovert. There are some introvert people also whom you will see shooting and vlogging, sitting behind the camera in the room, but you won't see them outside or like this. What I'm trying to say is that when there's nobody around, I'm a very introvert person actually.
Yeah, very introvert.
Yeah.
I see.
With the people I don't know, I won't even talk to them. That's why sometimes I come up as a rude person. Just because I don't like, I get to hear from a lot of people that like Lee is very rude and everything. No, it's just that I don't have the thing to go and interact.
Okay.
If I don't know you.
Okay.
If I know you, like, I'm the most extrovert, but then to the unknown people, I might come up as rude just because I don't talk, like that. Huh?
I thought you are like very extrovert. That was my first impression, anyways. Well, I guess I'm wrong then.
maybe a little bit. Yeah, sometimes depending on the situation, like for example, depending on a shoot, I have to be extrovert. But in a real life, like you put me in a room with like 10, 15 people, I will not be talking.
Okay.
I will be like very quiet. Very
Maybe
shy
that
person.
when we first met, since we share similar interest, like making videos, and
Yeah, I think so.
so I think we kind of connected. So yeah, okay.
Because I've seen your videos already, like like you used to have very good views. Matlab, back then, like you
Back
go
then,
and you're
not now anymore.
back then, but guys, this is gonna blow up again. That's what I'm trying to say is
I'm
that
just kidding. Yeah.
before I met you, I saw you on YouTube, so I kind of know you as a person. Like my image of you was that you're very extrovert. So remember the time we had planned to meet up? I think that was
and she
before.
cancelled on me at the last hour.
I think that was during COVID or before COVID.
Before
Yeah?
COVID. That's way back. That's way back 2016, I guess, when I just started my videos. Yeah, we decided to meet up
17, I guess.
to make a content. I don't know, 17, 16, I
Like,
guess.
we're getting also, we forgot also, huh?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. So, like, we decided to meet before, but then thing happened, it did not work out. Then, I think I met you at the gym, then you came, you had a plan to meet with Kenny, actually, yeah, I
with Kenny,
remember.
her boyfriend.
And that time, I feel like I kind of knew you by seeing you from the video and everything. We had a little bit of chit chat, and after years we met again. So I kind of knew the kind of persona he had, very bubbly and very happy nature. So
What was your first impression of me when you first saw me in the gym? Like,
my impression, I was like, wow, look, interesting. Because
interesting.
I was like thinking how interesting video mein lamba lagta hai real life. No, I just feel like okay, it's like a very, very nice, humble guy, and I love watching your videos actually. Matlab, I do still enjoy it. Matlab, back then, like you talk to people and then because his questions would be like, who do you want to date from this, that thing. So it's like really nice.
That's our long story, and then now we meet very often.
Yeah.
Let me change a little bit of question. You are right now, you have a boyfriend. So how do you handle like, your work and your love life balance? How do you maintain? Because right now you and your boyfriend distance relationship is going on. So how do you maintain that?
Well, to be honest, guys, it's like something really hard. But if you have a true feelings towards somebody, if you have a loyalty towards somebody, these problems keeps coming. What I'm trying to say is that if a relation has no fights, has no problem between them, it is never a love. It is just pretentious. But what happens when you fight for that person? That shows that you genuinely, truly care for that person. Because this time is very challenging for us because we're in a long distance. We've never been in long distance. For 5 years we have been together, and then now it's like almost 6 years we're together. So long distance mein kya hota hai? With my work and his work, right? It's very hectic. But then we do take out time. We do make sure to make ourselves feel loved because we do keep constantly reminding our partner that we love you or I love you. I keep reminding him that before we sleep, I always tell him that I love you and I care for you, and then I'm very proud of you, whatever you're doing in life. So he tells me the same day. He makes me feel loved. So like we don't talk like every hours or something. We just talk maybe once in the morning, once in the night, and it's done because once you're with somebody for so long, you kind of build a trust.
Yeah, that's true.
But then it's hard because when I went for shooting for Roadies, I had to go weeks without talking to him. It was very hard because I didn't be able to focus. But then how did we overcame? Because of the loyalty and trust we have. I think that's what matters.
Between both of your relationship, who makes most of the decision? I think you, right? No.
Decision, I think I'm more like the person who doesn't think and then just decide.
Achha.
But then sometimes I come up wrong. But I think he is more like laid back and okay. Yeah, I do most of the decisions taking.
Okay.
But in terms of financial decisions, like he does it because I do mistakes because I spend a lot. So
I see.
he knows how to calculate. Yeah, he's more like reserve.
I was trying to ask you that. Are you good in savings or are you like good in splurging? I was trying to ask you. That was my next question actually.
I spend. I think more than I earn, I spend. I think sometimes so थोड़ा problem हो जाता है. So our future looks a little bit risky. Sorry, Kenny, but then the
I could see that. Do you have any regrets?
regrets of.
Just life in generally.
Uh, I think I do have few regrets in life.
I see.
Like regrets where I might have hurt people without knowing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you were to go back, like to your younger self, let's just say 18, what advice would you give it to yourself?
Don't trust people easily
Okay.
because I've been backstabbed a lot. So that's one of the reasons that I don't open up much to people. This is because I'm very scared that the same thing will happen to me again, you know.
Now, do you think that making friends here in Delhi is better or more trustworthy, I would say, or making friends in hometown? Which one do you think?
I believe hometown is always the best one for me because they know you, you grow up with them and everything, right? मतलब, हाँ, I'm not blaming Delhi one, but then just that we have a different mindset, different thinking. Sometimes it could, मतलब, sometimes it doesn't align. Though there are a lot of trustworthy people I have had in Delhi and Bombay also. Now I have many good friends in Bombay, but then the thing is that they're very work where sometimes like you want to talk to your friend without not about your work. You want to be with such kind of company where they understand you even without saying anything.
Okay.
You know, just like you hold my hand, let's sit here, and then you know me what I feel. You know, like that types.
Sure. Now, coming to the main point, let's talk about the recent MTV.
I'm excited for that. Yeah.
It's a Roadies, right? MTV Roadies?
Yeah, we call it MTV Roadies season 19.
Season 19. Okay. What made you go into the reality show?
Whoa, guys! So thanks for giving me this opportunity, Lincoln.
Please.
So it's my 7th time auditioning, and I got selected on the 7th time.
For Roadies or
No.
for others?
Roadies is my first time. I'm
Okay.
talking about the model show.
Okay.
So I got rejected, likewise because of having scar, because of some reason, or
Okay.
because of being on too many campaigns. So thing with reality show is that with modeling, they don't wanna. I mean, my reason that I got rejected was because my face is familiar. They don't want familiar faces. They want somebody who is fresh. Even if you are too successful, sometimes it could cost you. You know what I'm trying to say is that. So the Roadies thing, what made me go there is just to be very honest, I just landed on the audition day. I was clueless. I just went there.
You went to audition in Mumbai, right?
No,
You went
it
to
was in Delhi first.
Really?
Yeah.
They had in Delhi?
Yeah, they had in Delhi. Our audition happened on April 15.
Okay.
And back then, April 14, I was in Goa. So I got a call from MTV only. Since I know some of the people from there, the fact that since they have my contacts, since I auditioned for many more shows, so our profile stays there. So I just got a call, audition पे आ जाओ. मैंने बोला भाई मैं गोवा में हूँ. तो इन्होंने बोला पता नहीं flight लेके आ जाओ. So I booked a flight the next day. People were in the line since morning, 5:30 in the morning. But my flight was in the morning, 8 something, and I reached Delhi around 11:30. By the time I reached there were already 3,000-4,000 people already enrolled. So that day I flew. That day I came home. From there I went to location. I reached location around 3:30, around 3:30 p.m. So I didn't have to like wait in the line. That was the good part for me. I got direct entry.
Oh, yeah, very fortunate.
Yeah, very fortunate.
I was very surprised, when I saw you on like Roadies page.
Yeah.
I saw through Facebook, and I was like, I saw the first episode of you and the other girl.
Yeah, Panda.
That was rough.
That was.
I mean,
rough.
like, do you think that? Okay, let me ask you. Why did you choose the name of the judge, the lady? She was asked. You were asked a question, right? To choose one of the judges.
Yeah.
Why did you choose her name? Any reason?
So guys, not only that, I cannot reveal all the questions, but there were more crazy questions with the crazy which you cannot imagine. Okay, I don't know, I might get sued, but it's okay, fine. MTV mera episodes already nikal chuka hai. I don't care right now. So there was one question that you are given 1 CR. Okay. 1 CR mein, what would you do? 4 options. Take it. 1, you have to leak the news of your partner. Second, you have to, matlab, abandon your mom, dad, and dog. Second
Acha.
option. Third option was be the older generation.
Okay.
Okay, and fourth, sleep with somebody for 1 crore. ऐसे options थे, so you have to pick from one of that. Those were the questions.
Those questions are rough, right then.
They're rough. Like, why would you want to lick your partner's nude? Why do you want to abandon your family? Why would you want to hit the older citizen? Why would you want to sleep with somebody for money? So questions are that crazy. It still haunts me, and I still remember of every question. So that's when the question came up, right? If all the roadies judges, if they were the one of the contestant, who would you vote out? So I simply mentioned Ria. Ria, the fact, because see, like I said on the TV, like I will repeat the same thing right now. There's no reason, bro. There's no reason. I just picked. I could have picked Prince also, but then I could have picked Gotham also. But then, ऐसा कोई reason नहीं है, like.
Acha.
I don't see any person reason, and I don't compare myself to Ria, and I don't want people to compare Ria to me also. We are a completely different person. I have
Okay.
achieved many great things in life. She has achieved great things in her life, right? We are both different individuals. All I'm trying to say is that I don't see Ria as a competition. That's it.
Fair enough. Do you think Roadies is like, I'm not familiar with these shows, reality shows. So do you think Roadies is scripted or what?
Script to nahi hai, but then we are being told certain way to behave.
I see. Okay.
Matlab, you know.
It makes sense.
Yes. Guys, I'm spilling out a lot of tea. Like MTV ने मुझे show से ban कर दिया दूसरे के लिए, हाँ. Okay, jokes apart, like, you know, ऐसा नहीं होता है, मतलब just we are being told this is the scenario, just be prepared.
Okay. So there is no script that okay, you're gonna be selected.
No.
Or you just have to show up on the line. No, right? You have to stand on the line, stand on the queue.
Yeah, that's the for sure. We have to stand between 6,000-7,000 people.
Acha. I thought like they, give you a prior information that okay, you are selected, but you just have to stand in the queue when the audition happens.
No.
I see.
Nothing like that.
Well, that's good then. Now, when I saw your first episode, both of you were like the other girl, the shorter one. Both of you were like getting into conflict and arguments verbally.
Panda?
I don't know her name. Yeah. So was that an act or was that an actual like fight? What's going on?
Because our fight began from GD1, that's group discussion 1. We call it GD1, audition day
I
1.
see.
And audition day is called GD2.
Okay.
So everything happened off camera. Yeah, we had a beef. We have been fighting. I apologized to her on the second day. She told me to fuck off there. And in front of people, she humiliated me. I didn't take it by heart. And then when our audition was going on the second day, there were 20 people in one room. So as like she was introducing about herself, she called me, you know what, she called me in front of judges. And then she was like, this bitch interrupted my interview yesterday. I was like, what? My reaction was like, what? Girl, what did you just say? But then I ignore her because I was like, I'm not gonna let negativity come into me or my aura because I had to clear my interview with that.
Okay.
So, you know, we both said a lot of things there. So I think kahin na kahin it could have been an act because I knew the fact that we both are giving out content. So I know the fact that show will need us because you will need us because we are giving content for the show, right?
Yeah.
So I carried away. It was an act for me on the audition day in Bombay. It was an act for me, but I think it just went upside down.
Okay. So just to sum up everything, how is your like roadies experience overall? How was it?
Overall,
Yeah.
I would like to conclude myself saying that the person I was before going to Roadies, the person I am now, I'm a completely different person because it has taught me a lot. Like I said to you earlier, it has taught me how to be patient with people, and then also it has given me that drive to fight for more. And then now I know the fact that nothing comes easy in life. When it comes to successes, when it comes to success and fame, nothing comes easy. You have to work really hard for that, and then free में लोगों का ताना सुनो, and then just एक कान से सुनो, एक कान से निकाल दो. That's it.
Okay.
You cannot do anything about the public comments anyway. Just like that.
That's true. All right. My interview is almost about to sum up, but then I want to ask you a few more questions.
Oh.
Which boys from Northeast States you find the best looking?
Finally, you asked me this question. Thank you. Finally, guys, you asked me this question. So you asked me which boys do I find more
Fine.
attractive?
Like, who has the best look? Let's just say from Northeast states.
From Northeast India, I
Yeah.
think probably I would go with Nagaland. That's why
Nagaland.
I'm dating one of the guys. So I've been waiting for this question because like when I see this kind of question, it reminds me of your face and it's so trending, right?
That's why I started my asking questions, right, about Northeast.
Let me ask you one question, right? Because you've been asking. Okay, so let me just ask you: if you were given a chance to go to the Roadies, would you go?
Yeah.
Next year it's happening. Would you want to give it a try?
It's 50-50 to tell you the truth. I have watched Rudy's, and for me, it's not my thing because I see a lot of like people verbally abusing each other.
Yeah.
I don't mind challenges that comes with physical
task.
harm.
Yeah.
Then that's no problem. But abusing others and then like to create drama, I don't think I have that in me. But yeah, apart from that, I would love to.
I would love to give you one advice if you want to go to a roadie, and a lot of you guys ask me also roadies mein jaane ke liye kya chahiye. What I'm trying to say is that physical strength is not all. You have to be able to give them a spot. Matlab, on the spot you have to dance. On the spot you have to sing. On the spot, like, you have to answer them a lot of questions, and on the spot you have to do things which you can never think of. That's how it is. You should be overall, and then guys, once you complete doing that, that's how you become a roadie. So it's not easy, but what I'm trying to say is that for the people who trying to tell me things, trying to pull me down with whatever thing is that, just so you know that I have gone through a lot of that, a lot of competitions, a lot of step by step it was there. So it's an achievement for me. It might not be an achievement in your eyes, but it's an achievement for me. So that's what I would say.
Okay, so let me sum up a few. Just give me one word. It's like sort of like a rabbit question right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
cool.
How would your family and friends describe you in one word?
Stubborn.
Okay. How would you describe yourself?
Determined.
Okay. Instagram or YouTube?
Hard choice. Where the money comes from, YouTube.
Tell me one thing that you want to change about yourself.
One thing I want to change about myself, probably just be more patient.
Be more patient.
I'm very patientless. Yeah.
Are you a confident person?
I'm confident, yeah.
Okay. Are you arrogant?
50-50.
50-50. No problem. Well, thank you so much, Lee, for joining me. I think I have asked most of the questions.
Yeah, you did ask most of the questions, and then thank you, and for such a lovely interview. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
You have asked me interesting questions actually, which is good enough for people to know me by now.
At least the basic ones.
Basic ones, yeah,
Right.
for now, yeah.
I think I have. This is also my first time hosting a podcast. So
How do you feel?
I am.
How do you feel?
See, asking a random question for me, asking questions, I think I like it.
Hey, you
But
love it.
answering,
You don't know.
I don't like
You
it.
don't like.
I like to ask questions. I like to get to know people. Yeah. So thank you so much, Miss Lee Pusandri, right?
Basupatari.
Basupatari.
You
For joining me.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Okay.
much. Okay, for saying yes, and please follow her Instagram or YouTube. She goes by Lee Vlogs
Yeah.
on both social media.
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. So signing off.
Thank you. Bye. Period.
I think it was very long, right?